What's up guys, TG back here with another video going over the last two episodes from the Manifest Season 3 finale. Sorry it's late, I had some Wi-Fi issues, but there is some big things to discuss, so let's get right into it. This won't be a full scene-by-scene recap like the previous episodes because it is late, but I will be going over the major points of the episode, with the first one being the tail fin testing and Cal's disappearance. The episode picks back up with Cal at Eureka trying to convince Vance and Gupta that they have to stop testing. Ben and Grace arrive and they try to take him home when it's revealed that the burns on his body got significantly worse. Vance agrees to temporarily stop the testing to see if it helps Cal's burns at all. He gets placed into medical care at Eureka, and Cal thinks that the burns plus the picture he drew of the tailfin in darkness are a warning to destroy the tailfin. But after him and Ben get a calling, they realize they need to return it to the ocean. Cal's burns don't get any better, so Grace and Ben plan to take him to an actual hospital. They see the tailfin testing resumed, and Gupta says that she got permission from people higher up than Vance. Cal realizes that they will never understand, so he takes matters into his own hands. He tells Grace that he loves her and runs over to the tailfin and touches it. This causes him to disappear. Gupta believes that science is the only way to get him back and wants to continue the testing. To keep up appearances, Vance says that they must continue testing, but then takes Ben aside and tells him that he'll help him get the tailfin back to the ocean, but they don't know where in the ocean they need to drop it yet. Grace goes home to find more of Cal's drawings, thinking they might leave a clue. She gets home and finds them, and they seem to leave a message, but there is a missing piece. Vance and Ben are studying it when Gupta and a higher-up from the government catch them. They are ordered to stop as the higher-up believes that Gupta's method is better, but then Olive is able to find the missing piece and it reveals a message that's meant for Gupta. She now changes her mind and decides that the tailfin does need to be returned to the ocean, and now they know where. They get the tailfin on a boat, and Ben and Zombie go with the captain and his crew. Vance stays back to deal with the abduction at his house. They ride into an electrical storm and are prepared to drop it when the captain gets orders to bring the tailfin back. He was going to, but then Zombie runs off and releases the tailfin into the ocean herself, falling into the water in the process. Ben dives in after her and saves her, and the tailfin disappears. The storm goes away and the mission is complete. Ben was hopeful that Cal would return after the tailfin was dropped into the water, but he didn't. As all of this was happening, Michaela was trying to solve a calling that warned her of a passenger that was going to be killed or kill someone. The calling takes place on the plane, and most of the passengers don't have the calling. The ones sitting down aren't having it, and the ones standing up are. Michaela is able to see that the flight attendant had it because she is standing up and responding, and with that, she's able to figure out that Egan had it as well. She goes to the precinct to talk to him, and while doing so, she sees Adrian, who claims that he does not get the callings anymore. With Egan's photographic memory, Michaela is able to figure out what seats are empty and figures out that there is one other person who had the calling. She goes to Ben's house to see the seating map and figures out that it was Adrian, who was lying about not getting the callings. She goes back to the precinct, but it's too late, as the locked-up 828 passengers were released. Later on, she eventually gets another calling, and this time she's able to puzzle it together. The warning is about Angelina, and Michaela tries to give off a warning to Ben, but it's too late. Angelina goes to the stone house and goes upstairs to where Eden is. She blocks the door, so Olive is trapped downstairs. She walks into the room where Grace and Eden are and takes Eden. Grace yells, which gets Olive's attention, but she can't get up to help because of the door. We then see Angelina giving Eden a baptism before it's revealed that she stabbed Grace, who's bleeding out on the floor, which is one of two major twists to end the episode. Because as that's all happening, Cal returns and walks into the room to comfort his mom in her final moments, but when the camera finally shows him, it's revealed that he's aged 5 years and is now Olive's age. His age the amount of time that he was originally missing, and with that, the episode ends. The season wasn't amazing all around in my opinion, but the finale was incredible, and after those two cliffhangers, I really hope it gets revealed for a season 4, which I'm pretty sure it will at this point. Before Grace seemingly passed, Cal said he knows what he has to do now, so it seems that wherever it was he spent the last 5 years, he was learning about the callings and the death date and how to save everyone. So I'm excited to learn more about what he went through and where he was in Season 4 if we get it. It's also going to be crazy to see a time-traveled, aged Cal who is now his sister's age again. It's going to take some getting used to, but I really think it was a cool decision. We're also going to have the aftermath of Grace's death, which will be really sad for everyone in the family, but they won't even be able to focus on it too much to start because they have to worry about Eden, who Angelina likely took off with. That's it for this video going over those crazy final events of Season 3. I will have a few more videos up with some Season 4 predictions and Season 4 news when we get it. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and let me know what you think of the finale down below.